Hey everyone, hello and welcome. First, let me say I hope your New Year's weekend is off to a great start and we can put 2023 behind us and hope for everybody to have a healthy and prosperous 2024. What we have here in front of us is a three-piece set um, called the Black Beauty set from Western Cutlery. And these were made in the 90s because they're not 90s, geez, 60s, because they were stamped Boulder, Colorado, USA, Western Cutlery Company. So yeah, I finally got my hatchet so I can give the Bark River a break. I've had quite a few people telling me that I should not be batoning firewood with that knife. However, Wyatt Hines told me that the 3V steel is indestructible, and he was right. For as much wood that I processed with that knife, there's barely a scratch on it. So, but anyway, yeah, I'll still baton a little bit, but we'll do the heavy lifting with this cool hatchet. Now, these, when they came out of the factory, were painted black along the neck and then black from here to here. And I'll show you that when I do part 2 with the Western Cutlery book, The Knife Makers Who Went West. And it has a whole section on the Black Beauty series. This is just 3 of them. I believe there's 4 or 5 more. But this is the bird and trout knife, and this is a Skinner. And I don't know I don't know the model numbers right away, but we'll take a look at it. And another thing, check out this handle. Would you call that like a powder horn handle or a horse hoof? Looks more like a horse hoof than anything else, but it's really cool. Yeah, I may even go, even though I'm a little under the weather, I might go and chop a log or two and break up some kindling a little later today. Just to give it, I mean, it's not real sharp, but it's in very good condition. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a few rolled edges here, but I plan on taking this to a guy I know that sharpens axes, knives, lawnmower blades. But what he'll do is he'll put this on the belt sander and put a nice rounded edge on it and then sharpen it to a razor edge. But it's still sharp enough to split some wood, so I may give her a little test. And of course, I had to polish it a little bit, and I have to keep an eye on it because you can see there is some pitting. But yeah, here in the wintertime in Michigan, this is going to get wet. So I'll have to make sure I dry it when I bring it back inside. I will not leave it outside, that's for sure. But just a really cool handle. This is like that same, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but the same material that they use on the buck knives. Was it phenolic compound or something? You can see it's still in really good shape. And it's grippy. It's got ridges on it. I didn't weigh it yet, but like I said, we will take a better look at it when I bring the book out. Oops, wrong button. Banging everything around. But yeah, my gorgeous little hatchet. Western. Now you've probably, well, Rick, he could have just went to Harbor Freight and picked up a $20 hatchet. But that's not the way things work here at the Hog House. Um, I prefer to use vintage stuff. In fact, here's the knife that I use for around the kitchen processing food, and this is a J. Russell Company Green River Works Dadley. And it's got your fish scaler, nice patina on there. But yeah, I love this thing. And I believe it's an original because the originals were made as one black handle, and then the person that bought it would chamfer the edges here. So, but yeah, I mean, I could have got something off Amazon and used that, but nothing like using a Russell Dadley around the kitchen. Especially this thing will get the mayonnaise out of the jar like you wouldn't believe. So there's that. Let's take a look at the knife. This bird and trout is to die for. I love this. Original sheath. Let's pull up because for some reason it won't focus at that range. Doesn't say Western or nothing on here, but it's got this cool Western style design around the edge of the snap. And look at way stretched out. So I may over time have one of our great leather makers in the knife community maybe replace this or tighten it down, but you can see it needs some stitching repair. Maybe put some black dye along the edges. But for this one here, I would like J.O. to make me a scout carry sheath for it, because this bad boy is definitely coming with me outdoors. And you know, I wouldn't really want to use this sheath to carry with. I'm probably not going to carry the Skinner, but I like this size. Bird and trout, nice wedge, carbon steel. The seller cleaned it up really nice, but I put this extra polish on there, and you could see that the seller had used like a Dremel or something to remove the rust or the tarnish. And this needs an edge, but I can sit down and do that one myself. I'm not going to try and put an edge on the axe or the hatchet. But here's your tang stamp. Western, Boulder, Colorado, made in the USA. And the model is the F48B, stamped right on the guard there. Cool little knife though, ain't it? Everyone watching this has to admit this is the best bird and trout knife they've ever seen. Because that's the way I feel about it. So there's that one. And then the Skinner's pretty cool too. I think it's Peterbilt Knife Guy. He's the guy that cuts all the little toilet paper rolls. He has one of these. You can see this one, I have to put a better polished finish. You can see like right here where he used the Dremel. No big deal. I got some 600 grit sanding blocks and some 3000 grit polishing strips. So this also says Western, Boulder, Colorado, USA. And this is the F39, stamped right there on the guard. Excellent condition. Of course, it's been cleaned up. There, that's a wicked Skinner there, ain't it? Got some jimping up here. Cool set. I mean, it really adds to my Western cutlery collection. And it's going to be fun when we get the book out. I was thinking if you guys that have Western knives and you want me to look up your knife in the catalog pages, go ahead on this video, put down your model number, and after the new year, when I do the Knife Makers Who Went West Part 2, we'll take a look and see if we can find them in the catalogs. But there you go. There's a good preview. Man, I might just go out right after this video. I gotta chop at least one log down, don't I? Alright, guys. Take care. Hope your Christmas was grand. And like I said, Happy New Year. Best wishes for health and prosperity in 2024. Until next time, my friends, take care. Peace. Bye-bye.